Well, good morning, BUS20 students, or should I say good afternoon. This is Mr.D. This is week number 12 in our 16-week course in business mathematics. This is also May 11th, 2026, the weekend after the Canvas shutdown. So I want you to know that I was fully aware of that shutdown, and I did try and send an email on Friday through WebAdvisor. I went in and selected everyone's email, put it into my email program on my computer, typed up an email to let you know I was aware of the shutdown, and as well as that I would be extending due dates as a result. And unfortunately, it seems like it didn't get through because I had so many students emailing me over the weekend letting me know that this was happening, and they wanted to know if I was going to extend the due dates. And I had already proactively sent an email, but I wasn't sure why it didn't go through. So please check your junk folder. Please check your spam, see if it's in there. It's from me, so you should see it, and it should have been received over the weekend. So I apologize that I didn't communicate beyond that because I assumed that that went through, but then I come to find out it doesn't seem like it did. So I apologize for that. So yes, I am going to extend some of the due dates, but we're going to try and get back on track as quickly as we can. I've also removed a couple of assignments from this week to kind of help you catch up. So let's go ahead and take a look then at what we need to get done. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And so here we are in Canvas on the home page, and we are in module number 3. Module number 3 still ends this Sunday, so keep that in mind. Even though you're going to be, your other assignments from last week are going to be now due on Wednesday. Keep in mind there's still a few things that will be due on Sunday the 17th. So let me select that. And it seems like it's not going through here. It is just slow. So I apologize for the poor internet connection. But as it's loading that, yes, everything that was due on Sunday, the 10th of May, is now due on Wednesday, the 13th of May. And so you have until then to complete the following assignments. So let me scroll down here. So here we were. This is week number 11, due on May 10th, but I went ahead and changed your check-in assignment on inventory to now be due on May 13th, as well as the quiz on that chapter due on May 13th, which is Wednesday. And then you're still working on your case study. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Here it is. So I went ahead and moved your case study to this week. And so you have one more week to do that, which is to Sunday. And then I went ahead and removed your check-in assignment for this week. So you don't have to do anything on chapter 17. However, questions from chapter 17 are on the exam, as well as there's no quiz this week. So everything is encompassed in this exam. So make sure you study the depreciation chapter. Make sure you work through all the questions and things in the study page. Make sure you understand how to do the 4 different methods of depreciation: straight line depreciation, sum of the digits depreciation. The other one's a double digit depreciation. There's 4 of them. So make sure you review those chapters, those sections in the chapter. They're all laid out for you here in the study page, and that'll help you on the questions on the exam. So this Sunday then, what is due is you need to finish your case study number 3 about inflation. And this is a 2-part assignment. You want to first figure out how much is the money I need today going to be worth, or how much I'm going to need a certain amount in the future. So how much do I need today in order to figure out how much I'm going to need in the future? And then do a sinking fund for how much money I need to put away every month or every year, whatever it is, to get that amount in 5 years or whatever it is. So it's 2-part. It's both a compound interest problem and a sinking fund problem. So do it in that order. First, figure out how much that I need in 5 years based on inflation, and then how much based on that amount I'm going to need. How much am I going to need to put in every week or every month or every year in order to get enough to reach that amount? And that's going to be a sinking fund based off chapter 12. All right, and then you have your exam number 3 based off of chapters 12, 14, 16, and 17. So actually, it should be 15 as well. So let me make sure. Yeah, 15. So I apologize. I do need to add questions to exam number 3. So I'll do that today. And they will be in there as well for chapter 15. I made a little change in this class compared to what I've done in the past. I didn't include chapter 15 in this, but this time I did. So I'm going to add 15, and I will be adding questions here shortly. So I'm going to take it offline until I do that, but it'll be up later today. By the time you watch this video, it should be up. So I'm going to unpublish it. All right. So it is up. It's not unpublishing, maybe. Oh, that did. It did. Okay. So I unpublished it. You'll see it by the end of the day, but that will also be due this Sunday, the 17th. So I did eliminate the check-in assignment from this week, and I did move your case study to be due at the end of this week instead of on Wednesday of this week. So again, just to reiterate, Wednesday of this week, you do have your check-in assignment from last week on inventory, and you do have your quiz from last week, both due on Wednesday of this week. And then we're going to move into this week's assignments. So, all right, well, have a great week, everyone. And if you need anything, reach out to me. If not, I'll see you, or you'll see me on video again next week as we kind of get back on track looking at chapters 21 and chapters 18 on both. I think it's on insurance and business statistics. Until then, have a great one.